Ngowi TV, informed economists and business perspective.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would want to, before we come to the opening address, which is going to be delivered by our chairman of our board, I would want to welcome Professor Mussa J.Assad. Some of us, we know him very much, but some of us have not also heard his voice. Now that we have him here, I would just want to invite him to come to the podium and say hello to us. Professor, karibu sana.
Makofi mengi tafadhali, haya yatoshi. Welcome, karibu sana.
Mr. Yona Kilagane, Chairman WAJIBU, the Chairperson PAC, Chairperson LAAC, Vice Chair as well, the representative from TAMISEMI President's Office, representative from the National Board of Accountants and Auditors, Mr. Akbar from GFG, GIZ, participants, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Many days I haven't spoken English, so I think I'm still okay with it. As you would know, this program was not planned. It's something that I was told I have to say something, and I'm going to say something. I want to anchor my conversation 2 points. One, the theme of accountability, and 2, taxation. Now, if we start with accountability, it starts with the keyword account. Basically, is to explain what happened. To account is to explain what happened. It is a historical process. We give you resources, you use, and then you account for the resources. You account to the person who is going to be providing oversight over those resources. Now, full accountability is where actually you fully explain the use of resources to the satisfaction of the objectives. And for me, that is full accountability. Do we have full accountability now? I think we have some problems. And part of the problem which links me with the second topic is, do we have institutions for accountability? Which are these? From where I'm coming from, you have what we call oversight and watchdog institutions. Oversight and watchdog institutions are like my office, the National Board of Accountants and Auditors, the PCCB is an watchdog institutions, the investigative office, watchdog institutions, and these basically sit in government. The thing is, do they have the capacity and resources to make sure that they can do their job properly? That is the first thing. The second aspect of institutes of accountability are civil service organizations. And this is where most of you will come in. We need a robust civil service sector to make sure that noise when there is wrong, and therefore it is going to be seen. So these have the job to make visible that which the public institutions cannot make visible. So very, very important to have both these two aspects, oversight and watchdog institutions, proper, well-resourced and working very well, but also civil sector organization also very robust and working very well. Now the problem I see there is, and I've said this before, I don't think we have strong institutions. I'm not saying we have weak institutions, but we don't have strong institutions. We don't have strong institutions. Since we don't have strong institutions, then my theory is perhaps accountability is weak because we don't have strong institutions. Had we have strong institutions, certainly we will have, I think, much better accountability. But also, I think civil sector organizations are not that strong as well. They're not that strong. I don't know, maybe they're not well established. And for these, you want structures. You know, if an organization has structures, is well resourced, has good human resources, then it's going to be a good organization. When it has resources, not very good personnel, then you start to have infighting over resources, and eventually that institute is going to go down. So very, very important to have strong institutions among civil service organizations as well. So basically, these are the quick points I wanted to talk about accountability. And the other area is taxation. And the beauty of this, we're going to have a presentation, I believe, from Professor Ngowi on taxation. Very quickly, I'll tell you of the conversation that I saw Donald Rumsfeld and two friends have in Washington. And they talk about Laffer's curve. But the theory is, when taxation is zero, would you collect any tax? No, because the rate is zero. When taxation is 100%, would you collect taxes? No, because there is no incentive to work. You'll collect everything. What is the incentive for me? Incentive for me to do business. And this says that actually, if it's zero, government gets nothing. 100 governments gets nothing. So the equilibrium is going somewhere at the top. The curve is going to meet the maximum point, and then it dips. That is the most efficient point where you should charge tax. And the problem I see is, have we worked to see what is the best rate for us to collect the maximum amount of taxes? We haven't done that, and that is problem number one. So the solution for me would be then to encourage voluntary compliance. How do you ensure that people happily pay? That is rate low enough for them to pay. So my point is, I think we need to work on the rates of taxes are not coercion. We're in a situation where people are coerced to pay taxes rather than to pay their own. And that will always be problematic for a government. A government should be able to make people pay taxes because it is fair for them to pay taxes, because taxes contribute public services. Many years ago, the first time I visited Joburg, Central Joburg was very rough. And people were saying nobody can walk around Central Joburg. And this bank, FNB, First National Bank, was the first bank in Joburg that Santon, new area of Joburg. And when they invested in Santon, what they tell me was actually it was a collection of businesses investing in Santon, and they developed their own tax system in Santon. So they will collect taxes, contributions towards public services, and they'll improve roads, they improve security, they improve everything. And then Santon became very, very good. And they could collect enough and there was a surplus, then that surplus could be sent back to the city of Joburg. And that was a very fair argument. You collect taxes, and the community should see the benefit of those taxes, and then when they see the benefits of the taxes, they'll be willing to pay more taxes. And that is where the trick is. Sinza, from my view, and this is Dar es Salaam, is a middle class area. So what you need to do is collect taxes from Sinza and invest in Sinza. Make sure that the roads are good, the sewage systems are okay, everything works very well in Sinza. And then after some time, maybe 3-5 years, there's going to be enough collected in Sinza, but nothing to do in Sinza. Then the money collected in Sinza will go and help Tandale as well. So if you do that, people will see the benefit of paying taxes to themselves, but also the benefit of paying tax to others. That is where the trick. It's really going to business people to pay taxes. It is going to convince them actually when they pay taxes, it makes life easy, public services are improved, and they also get much better quality of life as well. So those are the 2 points I want to make. And Mr. Chairman, I have anything else? Very much for your support, implicit support, and now I see explicit support to me as well. Thank you very much. Asante.